Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien on Wednesday, July 18th, 2023, sitting in for Paul Harvey this morning. Stand by for the rest of the story. Well, the rest of the story today is on Dr. Richard Jordan. He was an interesting guy. He had views similar to Republicans and Democrats. And what I mean about that is, if you know any Republicans and you know any Democrats, their views can be from A to Z, and they still call themselves Republicans and Democrats. From centrists to extremists, right? Yeah. And they still consider themselves in the same party. Kind of crazy, huh? Well, this was Dr. Jordan. He was an interesting guy. I always tried, him and his father, he was born in 1818, and he was always a tinkerer, more or less. How do I get this done? How do I do better than this? And he was a farmer. So he liked cotton, so he perfected a cotton streamline for more cotton picking. Poor guy, when he realized that his patent wouldn't be accepted because a guy had invented the same thing 3 months earlier in 1837. Oh boy. Yeah, he was, oh boy, there. But he did go on to invent a lot of stuff. He took his invention on the cotton and made it into so they can do streamline wheat, rice, and other grains with it, which increased the production capability of the United States in grain production. Yeah. In 1850, he decided to look into medicine because of the Mexican War that was from 1846 to 48, and he saw all these people coming in disfigured and all the dead that he knew about, and all these, like I said, disfigured and people with no limbs, no arms, no legs, no eyes, you know, they didn't have it. So he decided that he wanted to help people, and he became a doctor. Well, he never practiced medicine. He was always a tinkerer, like I said, and this was just a fancy, I would say. But he did take the Hippocratic Oath. Then in 1860, well, you know, Civil War started in 1861, and he decided he was going to invent something to stop all this killing. So he got some capital together and a few people to help him. And by 1862, he took out the patent. Though the Civil War was long done before this invention was put into use. So, you know, it wasn't until the first time it was in use was in the Spanish-American War for limited use. Although the Mexicans used it against their war with Maximilian from 1864 to 67, but its true capabilities were never known till after his death. He died in 1903. And he never showed any remorse of what he did. But the rest of the story, Americans, is 1914 to 18, his invention and the subsequent advances done by other people to his invention. More people died during those 4 years by his invention than had died from all previous wars going back to the beginning of time. And what was his invention, you say? Why, this was Dr. Richard Jordan Gatling. And you know his invention now, the Gatling gun, which became the prototype for today's machine guns and high-powered missile throwers that are handheld, and you can operate them just like a gun and shoot missiles from them. Those are descendants of the Gatling gun. So you see, for taking an oath, for Hippocratic oath of not to do harm, even after his death in 1903, Dr. Richard Jordan Gatlin has done more harm to the human beings than even Alfred Nobel did with dynamite. Sitting in for Paul Harvey. Now you know the rest of the story. This is your favorite alien. Good day.